In the previous video, I realized we missed one step in the setup of the Conda environment. So after downloading the repository from GitHub, downloading that zip file and extracting it, there's actually one step there between downloading that file and activating the Conda environment. So as you can see in this environment file that we're actually creating the Conda environment from, there's a bunch of git commands here down at the bottom. So some of you may have been seeing errors like git is not a recognizable to the system. So here if I run git, you'll see git is not recognized as internal or external command. This is because we have not downloaded and installed git. So in this video, just a quick tutorial on how to download git, install it, and also add it to as an environment variable to the path. So the way we can do this is by going to git-scm.com. We can click download for Windows there on the right side, and I'm going to use the 64-bit Git for Windows setup as I'm on a 64-bit machine. I can save. Once that is done downloading, you can open up that executable file, and we'll go through just all the default commands here. Make note of this path here that you see. This is where on your computer in your file system Git is downloading to. So in my case, it is C program files / git. And you can click through all the default prompts there. You can uncheck view release notes and finish. And then the last thing we'll need to do is open up the Windows menu and just type env, and you should see this edit the system environment variables. From here, make sure the advanced tab is selected from the top ribbon, and then you can select environment variables and click path and edit. And here is where you need to see that git.exe present. So mine is already here from the installation, but for some of you, you may not see this file path here added as an environment variable. So it might look something like this. So all you need to do here is just click new, and you can go to your file system. And remember, Git downloaded for me in my C drive under program files, and you see it here, Git. This top folder bin will be where we'll find that executable, and you see it there. So we'll just copy the bin file path, paste it into the path. So click new, paste it in as an environment variable, and type /git.exe. So you can see the file path there that we've just added. This should directly match what is in your file system where this git.exe file is located. So we can close that out now, click OK and OK, and come back to our command prompt here. And now if we type git, you should see a menu pop up. You no longer get the git is not recognized as an internal or external command. I should mention a lot of the errors in the last video were not directly mentioning git, or at least in the comments from the last video, but I think they were also stemming from this issue, as a lot of the packages here, so if you're seeing any sort of module or package errors, those might have been coming from the lack of the Git installation. So from here, now that we have the proper Git installation, we'll actually need to remove the Conda environment if you've already created one before. So the way we can do that is using this conda env remove command, and then the parameter we need to pass is just -n LDM. So this is just telling it the name of the environment we want to remove is LDM. This is the one we created from the last video. So if you didn't create that environment, you won't have to run this, but I assume most of you will. And this will go ahead and just clean all the packages out of that namespace. So now that we have that LDM environment removed, we should be able to run the environment create command and create the LDM environment from this YAML file. So it looks like everything now successfully installed now that we had Git all ready to go. From here you should be able to run conda activate LDM and continue on with the tutorial from there after that with that successful environment creation. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.